Sorry. La memoria del pueblo es la historia del pueblo. Hay que recuperarla críticamente de la amnesia colectiva, impuesta por quienes detentan el poder como una forma de adormecer las conciencias, porque para ellos la memoria del pueblo es subversiva.
My name is Eddie Sherman. I'm Navajo in Omaha, and in our Navajo culture, we introduce our clans. I am Tobacco people, born for the Tapa Omaha Deer Clan. My maternal grandfather is Folded Arms people, and my maternal grandfather's clan is Tapa. I am from Kayenta, Arizona, and I am the Oregon Native American Chamber's board president. And I'm so excited to be your MC here tonight for the ONAC's 17th annual fall gathering. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, virtually. And even though we can't come together in person again this year, we are still here to recognize, celebrate, and gather for the Oregon Native American Chamber. ONAC is dedicated to working with all members of our community to advance the educational and economic opportunities for Native Americans in Oregon and Southwest Washington. The Oregon Native American Chamber is a community of professionals, advisors, organizations, entrepreneurs, and companies, which collectively work toward success in business and community. We provide information, networking opportunities, and mentoring. Native businesses are a foundation for emerging Native economies, and that would provide employment and educational opportunities, as well as give our Native communities the means to break the generational cycles of poverty. Here at ONAC, we are dedicated to building bridges between tribal and Native communities with opportunity and shared prosperity. We're supporting our community aspirations and entrepreneurship, and we're supporting their businesses along the path. We're going to illustrate that with you here just in a bit. Here's how we're putting our money back into the businesses we're supporting with an unboxing of an ONAC membership gift box curated by Indigenize. But first, we really appreciate you being here with us here for tonight's annual gathering. Here for a year in a row, virtually. Well, let's now welcome James Allen Parker, the Executive Director of ONAC, who has provided strong leadership and stewardship of the organization through some uncertain times, and promises us all the best post-pandemic celebration in the Northwest. Once it's safe to gather in person, of course. James?
Good evening, friends. My name is James Allen Parker. I'm an enrolled citizen of the Chippewa Cree Tribal Nation and the Executive Director of the Oregon Native American Chamber. Welcome to all our viewers, members, community leaders, and partners to our 2021 gathering. This is the second year our annual fall gathering is virtual, and we have chosen to do this to ensure that we stay healthy until it's safe for all of us to gather once again. And then we'll throw the best post-pandemic celebration in the Northwest. These past 2 years, we've continued to face an unprecedented public health pandemic, the resulting financial crisis, the reverberations of calls for racial, social, and economic justice, all amid a state of uncertainty that has tested all of our resolve. When this began, and we were faced with the potential decimation of our Native businesses due to a lack of tools and resources available to our entrepreneurs and small businesses, this organization activated. In 2020, we dug into coalition building, political advocacy and representation at all decision-making and policy tables to ensure equity in response to the pandemic and the financial crisis. And we never took for granted what our businesses needed and what you asked for. Our leadership team and staff, when faced with the impacts and challenges of the pandemic, doubled down and then doubled down again. It was in this moment, in the midst of crisis, that the Native Chamber's service offerings increased. We shepherded local, state, regional, and national funding into our communities. A few examples of our work in 2021 include partnering with tribal communities such as the Nikyahweh Financial Services to bring nearly 500,000 in technical assistance through the state, partnering with other communities of color, and providing leadership and securing nearly 500,000 in federal funding with the Community Chamber Coalition to envision and develop the Center for Social Enterprise with a campus right here in Portland, and building a Latinx and Native-led coalition of 10 organizations across the state, known as the RISE Collective. And that's in partnership with Wells Fargo to bring nearly $1 million in national funding to the state to serve over 4,000 small underserved businesses. And it's in partnership with agencies, providing over $1 million in grants to small businesses. We did all of this and more because the idea of our Native business and community emerging from this pandemic weaker than when it began was absolutely unacceptable. At this social and political moment, there's a hunger for authenticity, for pathways to right historical wrongs. Movements like Land Back, the end of Indian mascots in sports, and justice for missing and murdered Indigenous people are just the beginning. They are restorative. And beyond what heals past wounds is a new era where our communities thrive. Join me tonight in visioning what the new era can look like. From resilience to prosperity, we are reimagining our future together. Thank you.
Thanks, James. Some amazing accomplishments there. ONAC managed to respond to the crisis facing our businesses, which is so crucial in these times of public health and uncertainty. And through some pretty creative activities as well, like these curated and beautiful gift boxes made up entirely of products from Native American businesses right here in Oregon. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, my name is Siadam Edmo and I'm Shoshone Bannock Nez Perce Yakima, and I'm the founder and CEO of Indigenize. So let's get into this. I'm really excited to share with you this amazing box that we've put together featuring ONAC businesses from across the state. All right, first, we've got this lovely mask made by No End of Design, or NEO. It is owned and operated by Palani Bear Ghost, and it also features a small pocket here for a KN95 filter to be put in this. It's really amazing. I've used these, not gonna put it on now, but it's an awesome product. Next, let's see. Ooh, we have Cascadia Lava Hot Sauce, which is the hottest hot sauce that is made by Sakari Farms out in Tumalo, Oregon. Ooh, and another Sakari product. This is their smoked pinion pine salt. Amazing for cooking. Goes well on pork roast. Ooh, and again, Sakari Farms, from Sakari Farms, a cedar smoked salt, great for salmon. And speaking of salmon, we've got this amazing canned spring Chinook that is made by Salmon King Fisheries, that is co-owned by Bridget McConville, who's also an elected tribal leader out in Warm Springs. Next, ooh yeah, this is one of my favorites. This is a journal from 8th Generation featuring co-quill artist Sherrod Yonker. It is beautiful. And of course, we're featuring inspired natives, not native inspired. And finally, we've got this beautiful tote from Soul Curiosity, owned and operated by Tessa Sayers. Tessa is a graphic designer by day and an entrepreneur and ONAC member in her other time. But really love this tote. It comes all lined, and look, you can put all of your ONAC products in it. For those of you following along at home, there are 3 surprise items also waiting for you in your box. And if you missed your chance to get a box this year, we will be raffling 5 of these off, so keep those raffle tickets handy. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Siadam. Aren't those items incredible? And here's the good news. We'll be raffling 5 gift boxes toward the end of the show. Do you have your raffle ticket yet? You better hurry. Purchase your tickets now. Tickets are $25 each or 3 for $50. The raffle closes at 6:30 p.m., so that's about 20 minutes or so. Okay, so just a bit of housekeeping moving forward in our important program here, and on to some important stuff. While virtual giving feels good, just as in-person giving, but it looks a little bit different. If at any time you have trouble getting registered, giving gifts, or purchasing raffle tickets, please call our helpline, and the number is listed on your screen, 971-275-5690. And for those of you who are connected on social media, join our social media movement and help us promote our organization in this event. Help us take photos of your event experience and post to your social media accounts. Be sure to tag us. Our Facebook handle is OR Native Chamber. Our Instagram handle is at Oregon Native Chamber. At Oregon Native Chamber, and use our hashtag Native Resilience. And if you haven't already, please like or follow us too, and show your support of ONAC virtually. We've got an amazing virtual program ahead of us, so please help me welcome to our virtual stage tonight professional benefit auctioneer and fundraising ambassador with Markham Auction Agency, Christine DeCastro.
Thank you, Eddie. Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be here on behalf of the Oregon Native American Chamber once again, and I'm honored to serve as your fundraising ambassador for the evening. We are delighted that you have joined us tonight to celebrate the important work ONAC continues to do in support of Native Americans in Oregon and Southwest Washington. So please sit back and relax because we have a wonderful virtual program prepared for your giving pleasure. So if you've not done this before or you don't quite remember from last year, it's very simple. To give a gift in support of ONAC, please visit us on the link on your screen, onac2021.ggo.bid, and click the blue Donate Now button. Please know that you can give a gift at any time, at any amount tonight. If you have any trouble, please call our helpline at 971-275-5690. Now, it is because of generous donors like you here tuning in tonight that the Oregon Native American Chamber can continue to empower its business leaders with resources, partnerships, and services that ensure their success and support the aspiration of community members. We invite you to join the virtual conversation tonight to show your support for ONAC. Engaging with fellow viewers is a bit different than when in person, so instead of applause, please show your love and gratitude by joining our social chat. Simply click in the chat box and say hello to your fellow ONAC supporters and friends. As you know, here at ONAC, we're all about lifting up our people through support systems like our scholarship program. This year's recipient, Adrian Bringsback, is studying public health. How timely, right? We believe that he's going to do amazing things. Adrian has a chronic illness, but he's not letting that defeat him. He doesn't think you should ever give up either. Let's listen to a conversation between Adrian and a former scholarship recipient and current Native business owner.
Hi, I'm Marissa Ahern-Crabb. I'm a citizen of the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs, the founder and CEO of Native Roots Design and Development, and I have the honor of serving on the ONAC Board of Directors as the Vice President and Chair of the Scholarship Committee. This year, we were excited to receive a number of very impressive applications for the Student Academic Award. I am pleased to introduce Adrian, who is one of this year's scholarship recipients.
Hey Marissa, my name is Adrian Bringsback. I am a member of the Oglala Lakota Sioux tribe, and my pronouns are he, him, his.
Can you tell us a little bit about what school you're going to and your major?
So I go to the School of Public Health, which is a joint public health school between Oregon Health and Science University and Portland State University. I am majoring in health management and policy, and I hope to finish my degree by the end of summer.
That's awesome, congratulations. As a past scholarship recipient, can you tell us a little bit about what it has meant to have ONAC's support throughout your educational career?
Yeah, having ONAC support really just emphasized the need for a community. I feel like a lot of individuals kind of lack the support systems that are needed to succeed in just many situations that just require just a little support and a few people telling you that you can do it and they believe in you. And I just truly appreciate being a part of a community that emphasizes education and promotes it to all of its members.
I'm also a past scholarship recipient, and I felt the exact same way. Can you tell us a little bit about what it has been like over the last 2 years with studying public health during the middle of a global pandemic?
Going over my experiences in the past 2 years, one aspect of public health that I enjoy learning about and pursue learning about is equity work. And one major driver of that has been how the indigenous populations across the US have been disproportionately affected by COVID-19. And as society is moving forward and becoming more systems-based, especially within the public health realm, it's important that members and leaders of public health have diverse backgrounds, that know some of the injustices and inequities in the system, and they can potentially do the work to change these outcomes.
Can you talk a little bit about, as a child, and what inspired you growing up to go into public health and really pursue this in your education, but also your career?
Yeah, so what attracted me to public health from a very young age was just being an individual with a chronic illness, and the different experiences that I had to go through in education due to this chronic illness, because I was falling behind, and just kind of the negative path that I went down before finding success in education, really showed me the importance of public health and showed me the importance of having systems to support individuals to help them find success. All those systems that I went through are entirely, what I believe, are entirely public health based.
Can you speak to future students that are interested in applying for the ONAC scholarship about just your experience, and do you have any words for them?
Just don't stop. You've made it this far, and you haven't made it here by an accident. You're here for a reason. You'll find a community. You'll find individuals that can help support your goals, and just don't defeat yourself.
Yeah.
And sure, things do come up and may present an obstacle for you, but don't stop. Just always try just a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I know all of us at ONAC are so inspired by you and all of our other recipients, and we're really proud of you and excited to see what you do in the future.
Thank you. I'm excited to see what I come up with.
Yes, well, you have a lot of people rooting for you.
You'll go far, Adrian. We certainly are rooting for you. Did you know American Indians and Alaska Natives are among the most underrepresented groups in higher education? To change that, ONAC is removing barriers and providing financial support. That is precisely where you come in. Friends, please demonstrate your support by making a 100% tax-deductible gift in any increment you feel compelled to give, so that ONAC can continue to smash barriers for American Indians and Native Alaskans. To give a donation, please click the Donate Now button on the amount that is meaningful to you. Now, our first official level of giving is at $1,000. However, if there is a number over $1,000 that inspires you, right, Eddie? Please know that you are welcome to give a gift of any amount at any time tonight, because every dollar counts here tonight in support of ONAC.
Oh, definitely.
Now, as I said, our first level of giving tonight is at the $1,000 level. And I am so pleased to announce that my new good friend here, Eddie Sherman, our board president and MC tonight, is giving a gift of $1,000. I'm going to give you a round of applause, Eddie, because you are awesome. Now, friends, there's a little bit of lag time from the time that you click the donate button at home to when we actually see your gifts come through. So we will absolutely recognize you and show you the love just as soon as we can. But Eddie, I've got to ask, what inspired you to give and donate to ONAC tonight?
I just really believe in the staff and the mission of the organization, and I can see through James and Amber's hard efforts that they are making an impact out there. So I really believe in their work.
Awesome. Folks, you heard that. We believe in the work here of all the good people of ONAC. So, looks like we have another $1,000 gift that has come in with Darrell Kalika. Thank you so much, Darrell, for your gift of $1,000. What outstanding support already, coming fresh out of the gate, Eddie.
Yeah.
You kicking and leading off the charge, and Darrell coming in. Folks, let's give our donors at the $1,000 levels a round of applause. That was awesome. Thank you. And remember, what we want to do in the chat is show each other love, encourage each other on this rainy night to support ONAC. So definitely say hello and encourage one another, right? Because we're all here for ONAC tonight. All right. Now, our next level of giving tonight is at $500. And if this donation amount speaks to you, please click that donate button now. Now, as we wait to see who is coming in at the $500 level. We've got a screen kind of off to the side, so if we're looking, that's why, because names are coming in, right?
Yeah.
And you might have to help me with some names later today. I'm going to count on Nicole Maher.
Yes.
Yes, is coming in with a gift of $500. Thank you, Nicole, for your gift of $500. We appreciate you. Is there anyone else who would like to join in at the $500 level, you think?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, the world is reeling from an unprecedented global health and economic shock, and our small businesses and entrepreneurs need your support now more than ever. These funds raised today ensure ONAC has the resources to advance the critical services of our collective mission, whether through our services or our advocacy that provides a voice for our community in spaces and places where representation is needed.
Absolutely. Now, as I said, I'm checking our screen here. We're still waiting to see if there's any new gifts coming in, but we want to give Nicole, our donor of 500, a round of applause. And we're going to keep waiting for those gifts to come on in because, friends, tonight we could not do all of the amazing things that we do for ONAC without your support, and we really appreciate you being here. So we're going to show everybody the love as they come in. Eddie and I are just going to be up here entertaining you for the next little bit because that's what we're going to do tonight. So, folks, our next level of giving tonight is at $250. And to inspire your gifts, ONAC would like to give every donor at this level a Land of Resilience ONAC sweatshirt. Now, this sweatshirt was designed and produced by entrepreneur and owner Hussein Al-Bayati from Hillsborough-based business, The Printery. Are you familiar with this?
I have one of those.
You do?
Yes,
All
I do,
right.
yes.
And you didn't even give $250. No,
Yep.
maybe someone else will be motivated, like Tiffany Penson. Thank you, who has given us a gift of $250. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany is a fellow board member, and so we appreciate her support.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Yes. And again, ONAC has put in the hard work toward raising the funds for programs that include our technical assistance program, both statewide and regionally, our educational portfolio that provides the only curriculum told entirely through the stories of our Native entrepreneurs and provided at no cost to our partner training centers, our startup organ platform and mobile app bringing much needed expertise to your fingertips, and so much more. But it is the funds raised tonight that ensure ONAC has the resources it needs for tomorrow. So thank you very much for your support.
Absolutely. We need those funds to come in, right?
Yes,
Eddie?
definitely,
yeah. All right, and it looks like we actually do have more gifts coming in. This is exciting. So Elliot Dale with a gift of $250. Thank you so much, Elliot. I think Elliot wants a sweatshirt. They're pretty cozy, right?
They're really cozy.
Perfect, I think. Especially for tonight. All right, and Kathleen Stella Swift also in with a gift of $250. Thank you so much, friends. Yes, those are fabulous. Last year, I think they were debuted last year, and I think they've been an absolute hit. So, friends, let's give all of our donors at the $250 level a round of applause. You're awesome. The night is young. The night is young. We have so much more to talk to you about. So we're going to let you all continue to get warmed up and give your gifts and donations to ONAC tonight. So, but our last and final level of giving tonight is going to be at the $100 level. And so who will step up tonight out there and give a gift of $100? Again, I am excited to tell you some exciting news that we have the ONAC t-shirt, the Land of Resilience t-shirt. So maybe for, when it's a little cooler out, you can have the t-shirt. And every gift that is given at $100 will receive the t-shirt. So if you have not given a gift yet, or you're still trying to figure out how to work that donate button at the $100 level. So what can $100 do, Eddie?
Well, $100 goes a long way, and it adds up really quickly. So ONAC can provide support for much needed and requested ONAC events that offer businesses and community connections, learning opportunities and mentorship to support our community of professionals, entrepreneurs, and companies, advisors, partners, organizations, and agencies that are all collectively working towards success in business and community. Additionally, our luncheons provide a forum to learn about critical issues and opportunities from experts in their fields. We provide access to community leaders, both elected and non-elected, to discuss current political and community-based issues and opportunities. And it's an opportunity to showcase our Native American businesses who make real contributions to strengthening their communities.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. And I see the board is just lighting up crazy over here, which I'm loving it. And it looks like, oh, we have a gift from Kathleen Stella Swift at $250. Thank you so much. We wanted to show some love. And look at these $100 gifts that are coming in. So Norma Jean Cummings gives a gift of $100. Thank you. Kaliska Day with a gift of $100. Thank you so much. Do you know Kaliska?
She's a fellow board member.
She's a fellow board member.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alyssa Macy gives a gift also. Thank you so much for your gift, Alyssa. And Attorney Diane Hinkles, thank you for your gift of $100. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes,
we also see a gift from Miss Marina Cassandra. Thank you so much for your gift. Genevieve Joplin for a gift of $100. Are any of these names familiar to you?
A few of them are familiar, yeah.
I love that.
There definitely have been some longtime donors to the Oregon Native American Chamber. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
And still showing up tonight, even in our virtual world. We love that.
Definitely.
And Martha Pellegrino also comes in with a gift of $100. Thank you so much. We so appreciate every single dollar that counts here tonight. Let's see. Oh, Tia Begay?
Yes,
Tia
Begay.
Thank you.
Yes,
Tia
thank
Begay,
you.
thank you for your gift of $100. They're just coming in fast and furious now. I think they found their way to the donate button, Eddie. I think that's awesome. So it's great. Well, let's give all of our donors a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. As I mentioned, there is a bit of a delay tonight seeing all of your gifts come in, and that's okay because we're going to be here for a few minutes longer for sure. And if we haven't mentioned your name yet, we absolutely want to show you the love and we appreciate your generosity. So show each other some love in the chat and let's give ourselves a round of applause, right? Now, friends, if you prefer to give a custom amount, please click the custom button and type in the amount that inspires you because every dollar counts. And tonight, with your gifts, you are providing opportunities for prosperity and economic mobility through education, health and healthcare, and workforce development. Now let's hear from our fearless leader, James, with a special guest to talk about how it's all leading to a better outcome for our Native community.
As many of you know, ONAC is a change-based organization, meaning we understand that when we're talking about economic development, we're talking about part of the fabric of community development. And when we talk community development, we're talking about health and healthcare, we're talking about education, and we're talking about workforce development that provides critical services to our community, as well as living wage jobs. We are honored today to introduce you to our guest this evening, Dr. Eric Broke, a citizen of the Anishinaabe people. He's a physician, assistant professor, and director of the Northwest Native American Center of Excellence at Oregon Health and Science University. Outside of OHSU, he's a fashion designer, a successful business owner of the high-end denim brand GNU USA. GNU USA is the only Native American-owned denim line and which is co-owned and operated by husband and wife Eric and Amanda, who are also both proud ONAC members. Eric, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're an accomplished medical professional and a fashion designer, which some might consider an odd pairing. Tell us about this dual passion and what drives them.
Thanks for having me here to talk to you tonight, James. I would say that a lot of what's happened to me and to us at some level has been kind of following the energy and not necessarily having a clear plan of who or what we were supposed to be, but then also not ascribing to the boundaries that other people set around us for who and what we were supposed to be. And I think in many ways what we do both in the clinical realm as well as the medical education realm pairs almost identically with what we do within the global fashion ecosystem. We want to see more American and Alaska Native leaders, right? We want to see the success of American and Alaska Native people ushered forward in that space. Much like in the global fashion ecosystem, where we want to see American Indian and Alaska Native voice represented and to be excellent within that space.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I can see the pairing now.
Yeah, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, over the past 18 months, I think all of our resilience has been tested. When we look at the pandemic and we look at kind of the state of Native American business, when we look at kind of the financial crisis, when we look at where we are in health and health outcomes for our communities, what were the bright spots that you've seen over the past 18 months?
The pandemic really brought a magnifying glass to underlying issues, be it structural inequities that exist, to bring them to the forefront and to say maybe this is not okay, right? And at the same time, seeing how tribal communities, tribal people, tribal organizations responded to rally around each other to ensure sustainability and support and continuation, it was inspiring. You know, we're hearing stories come out, right? Stories that are passed down in families about times when something like this, very similar to this, happened about 100 or a little over 100 years ago, and how the response occurred or did not occur in a way that people would have wished at that time. And people remember that impact around the loss of a significant number of family members. And those stories were passed down over time so that we would not forget, because something like this was bound to occur again. And I think about that as a big asset that we have in regards to oral history and being relational people, is remembering and carrying on those stories, because there's real lessons to be learned there for our contemporary lives.
I want to pick up on something you said there, relational people, and clearly that played a role in the pandemic response. But we also have a relational worldview in perhaps our other dealings, such as how that incorporates, or how you incorporate that relational worldview in your business with GNU.
The time that we're spending right here, right now, is precious. In the transactional realm, people will translate someone else's time into a conventional monetary figure. And I think when you start looking at other people as commodities, it's really easy to exploit them. We make our goods in America not because there's some nationalistic thing about it, not because it's better for our bottom line. We know the people who are making our stuff. We know the conditions that they're in. We can take them lunch or breakfast or coffee when we go, right? Because it's not merely about a transaction and maximizing profits. We're profit seeking, because we wouldn't be sustainable unless we made a profit, right? But we are not about maximizing profits at the expense of other human beings and exploiting people, or the land, or our environment, or our culture, or our ways, right? Or our future. So I think that's how we view GNU in that relational context.
We have a fantastic audience, and we have an opportunity to really kind of tell a lot of people, like either through GNU or through OHSU or both, you know, what would you like to leave them with in terms of your impression about where you are as a business owner, where you are as a health professional? What's the important message you want to leave everyone with tonight?
We are at a crossroads where there is an Indigenous or an American and Alaska Native moment coming again. I'm not saying it's coming, right? Because it already was here. There's an American and Alaska Native moment that will come again, where we will be the leaders in this country. Know that you have a choice of how you move forward within this moment in this society. Be intentional about it. Being intentional about how we choose to be relational within our current economic system and keeping a keen eye out for how we can work within and change the narratives and change the practices within that system.
Yes.
And I would just encourage folks not to sell themselves short. Know that what is within you and what has been passed down for generations that's within you, those are some of the greatest gifts that we have. Mm-hmm. And those are some of the principles that can guide us in the future to usher in that new dawn where American and Alaska Native people are leaders. That's what I'd say to them.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. We could look back, and that allows us to re-envision our place and our role in leadership.
Yeah.
At all levels.
And we need people like ONAC, we need people like yourself, we need visionaries who see there is a different way forward. We can reimagine the way forward.
We have the power to change where we spend our dollar, how we spend our dollar, what we're invested in, how we vote, how we participate.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to give you, thank you too for what you've done. And I don't know if you know this, but it was the two things that sold us on Portland when we were looking around the country were the ONAC Gala and the NAIA Gala. It just happened serendipitously during our 2 visits that we had, that on one of them the NAIA Gala happened, on the other one the ONAC Gala happened. And Amanda and I just like looked at each other like sitting at the table, we're just like, they have an American Indian Chamber of Commerce. Like it blew our minds. Like seeing the future of Indigenous leadership, like right before our eyes when we visited. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. And that's what got us here. And you probably know that. I've probably told you that once or twice
before.
That's what we were going
for,
right?
right?
But that is really part of what got us here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's fantastic, and really is it's what we want ONAC to be, right? And we want it to be of service for so many of our communities across the region, and understand that not only are we here for you to help grow and start and grow your business, but really to act as connective tissue, right? To bring so many community stakeholders, business leaders such as yourself, into broader contact with what I consider opportunity, right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for making Portland a place where American and Alaska Native people belong in this space. You're a big part of that change. So.
As are you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow, wise words from a wise man. Dr. Broat, you and James have given us so many reasons to feel inspired and hopeful for the future. For that, and for all you do, we sincerely thank you. Now, remember those curated boxes we were talking about earlier? Those surprise big boxes filled with lovely, delicious, unique, and useful Native products. It's just about that time to draw our lucky raffle winners.
It sure is, Eddie. There's some very cool stuff in there, and I'm sure I would personally like to try the hot sauce. But before we get to drawing our lucky winners, I'd like to recognize some new gifts that have come in. John Cardenius, with a gift of $100. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. And a gift from Tessa Sayers, $100. Thank you for your gift of $100. Now,
thank you, Tessa.
It sounds like the chat is just going wild, and we are super excited about that. We are watching the chat. We're watching your conversation. There seems to be some talk here about a war whoop. If Eddie, my trusty sidekick here, does a war hoop that you will all.
Navajo's war hoop. So.
I don't know. Well, clearly all of our donors out here want to hear one. So maybe that will motivate them. We are still accepting gifts all night. So come on, Eddie, your best war hoop before we.
But that's more of like I don't know what that was, but
I don't know. All right, you have another one in you? Do you have another war hoop?
No.
That's it.
That was it.
That's all you got.
Pushing,
that was pushing the envelope.
That was pushing it.
All right, friends, you saw it here. That's the war hoop. And maybe if more gifts come in, we can.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We need to see a lot more.
Yeah, we need to see a lot more gifts. You heard it here from Eddie. Yes. We need to see a lot more here before he'll give you a full. All right, friends. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the raffle reveal. So 5 lucky winners will receive a gift box containing a mask from Neo, Cascadia Lava hot sauce, and smoked salts from Sakari Farms. Chinook salmon from Salmon King Fisheries, an 8th generation journal designed by Sherrod Yonker and Tony Johnson, and a beautiful tote from Soul Curiosity. And remember, there are 3 surprise items in your curated boxes. So for everyone that gets one, you're going to have to maybe get on a, look at that. Yeah, Eddie! Woo! See? That's your whip. Okay. All right, so can we get a drum roll, please, for our first raffle winner? And congratulations to, dun, da, 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 Kaliska Day! Yay! All right, Kaliska! There's one. All right, 4 more to go. What do you think? Drum roll, please. And it is, da, 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 Norma Jean Cummings.
Yeah, Norma
yes,
Jean,
Norma Jean,
thank you.
Thank you so much. 3 more. Do you want to draw one?
Sure.
All right. Maybe you'll give us a war hoop. And it is?
Jeff Fitzpatrick.
Jeff Fitzpatrick. Thank you, Jeff. You are going home with 1, 2 more. Drum roll, please. All right. And it is, I'm not looking. Oh. It's Kaliska Day again, but I was told before we start that you can only be drawn once. So sorry, Kaliska, but thank you. See, you can. The more raffle tickets you purchase, the better the chance to win. All right, we still got 2 more, and it is, drum roll, it is Genevieve Joplin.
Genevieve Joplin.
Thank you. Let's give Genevieve a round of applause. All right, friends. And now I will give you the honor of doing the very last one. Okay. All right, drum roll for Eddie. What do you say?
All right, this is not really. He's looking away.
I know. See, he's looking away. He's looking away. And it is?
Emery Shack.
Emery Shack. Thank you so much. Yes. Let's give all of our raffle winners a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who purchased raffle tickets tonight. And we're still seeing, yes, Genevieve said, yay! She's really excited that she was chosen. So awesome. Isn't it fun seeing the chat now?
It is fun, yeah.
Fun. All right, folks, thank you.
Another war hoop. No, thank you.
Come on! War hoop!
I need another $100 donation before there's a war hoop.
We need another war hoop. Let's see, do we have
any more? Come on, Preston Eagleheart. I see you on
You know what? Darrell Kalika, $100.
Oh,
thank
God.
You, All right. Does that mean you're gonna war hoop, or do we need to see a few more?
I think we need to see a few more. So.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, we can't be up here all night, but you know. Show us the money, right?
And then he'll work.
All right. Well, folks, thank you so much for your fantastic giving and undeniable generosity tonight. Please give yourself a huge round of virtual applause and know that you did your part to do and support the great work of the Oregon Native American Chamber. And please, let's show my good friend Eddie here, War Hoop, man of the hour.
Hashtag Eddie War Hoops.
Hashtag Eddie War Hoops. Awesome. And also, let's give the Markham live stream production team a round of applause for live streaming this incredible event. Now, please note that this event has been recorded in case you want to review it or you joined us late. Please share the link with your friends, your family, and other ONAC supporters so they can watch it too. If they missed it live, let's spread the word about ONAC and keep the giving going, right? We're here to keep the giving going. This concludes our time together. I hope you had a great time tonight for our second year of a virtual show. Again, my name is Christine DeCastro, fundraising ambassador and benefit auctioneer with Markham Auction Agency. Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully in person where we can do this together in person, Eddie. So stay safe and stay healthy. Good night, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Christine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us for this exciting virtual event. Did you all have a great time? I know I sure did.
War hooping and
everything. Right? Tonight, we made a huge difference in the lives of our Native community, our ONAC community here in Oregon. Thank you again to our professional benefit auctioneer and fundraising ambassador, Christina Castro, and the Markham Auction Agency live stream event team. You made it really easy tonight, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are amazing. And many thanks again to Adrian Brings Him Back, our student award recipient. You are an inspiration, and we are here for you. Please give a big round of applause for all of our evening's donors and sponsors. We really appreciate your generosity. This virtual event would not have been possible without you. So thank you very much. We appreciate your support. And that about does it for us. So thank you again. I hope everyone has a great evening. And we look forward to seeing you in person next year. Thank you.
Absolutely. Good night.